Yes, people, back with some more action talk, and today we're going to be speaking on hunger. Now, shout out Paper Fitness, cause I just watched this video. You can't buy hunger, and this really inspired this videos. So I'm gonna give my personal points and ideas on hunger. Now, with hunger, it's a very strange thing because sometimes you see people with different hunger levels to you. Someone might be hungrier than you, and you might look at them as a bang out or a bit weird or whatever. And you might see someone with less hunger than you and call them lazy, call them a bum. But realistically, with hunger, it's something you can't buy, something you can't really, like, I don't know, it's either you got it or you don't. And when I say this, I mean, it comes from struggle, but not financial struggle like the way you was brought up and things like that. I mean struggle like a real internal struggle, being uncomfortable with your life, wanting to change, like even giving your life to God. That comes around from actually not being comfortable with the way you're living. You want to change how you're living. And that's the same thing with people that want to be successful, regardless of where you come from. Your parents and all of that might already be successful, and you want to be successful too, but you're not going to be able to live off of debt. Your pride won't allow you just to live off your parents' fortune. You want to go build your own. And that takes a different type of hunger. When your family's already there, but you already want to build another way. You want to pave a separate way completely. Now, let's talk about me. Now, growing up now, financially, I had a really good upbringing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my mom inherited a house, so she didn't have to pay no bills like that. She had like a pretty regular job. So, we just had extra money to do things like go on holidays and stuff like that. So, whenever let's say like family members or friends that wasn't as fortunate or not in that position or still living in council estates or whatever, whenever they would see me with nice things, they would always call me spoiled, or they would think that my mom just gives me anything. And it got to a point where anytime my mom would buy me something, I would feel so uncomfortable or embarrassed, I should say. I felt so embarrassed when my mom would buy me something. Mind you, I'm only like 12, 13, 14, but it didn't make me feel like a man to have everything handed to me. So at the same time, as much as you can say that these things just happen, like, it made a man out of me because it showed me from early, just don't rely on people. Obviously, my mum's not just people, but don't rely on anyone. Have it all yourself. Have it all planned out yourself. That's the reason why everything I've accumulated so quick. You know what I mean? For example, driving. It got to a point where I hated people giving me lifts and I didn't like the bus and these things. So that gave me the hunger to strive for my license and buy a vehicle. Like, at 13, I had a job. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to get it off my own back. That's what made me feel like a man. I didn't feel like a man when my mum was buying me trainers and tracksuits. I'm 13, cool, I'm in school. But still, I didn't feel like a man when all of these things was still getting... And don't get me wrong, my mum's still buying me clothes these times. I'm a kid. I'm her child, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I like to buy my own things. Like, I had a paper round. That was my first job when I was 13. I had a paper round now. And all of the money, I would just spend on myself, obviously. You know what I mean? I was just trying to do it, but more to prove to people that I could do it myself and that I wasn't a baby. You know what I mean? Because that's how I would feel a lot of the time. Because I was the youngest in my family, innit? So, well, at a point, one of the youngest at a point. But it just made me feel so, like, less valuable with the fact that my mum would basically sponsor my life. I'm a kid, my mom's supposed to sponsor my life, but from young, I just wasn't with that. Like, I just wanted to get things myself. I wanted to do my own thing. So it was kind of good, you get what I mean? It was kind of the thing that made a man out of me. So at the end of the day, bad things are good things, depending on just how you look at them. A lot of people would have just took that and done something else with that, but I took that energy and I put it into some grind. You feel me? I started a YouTube channel at them time. I started this channel at 13 even. I was posting little old videos or whatever, but yeah, obviously you grow up and you change. But now let's divert into boxing even. From young, I was boxing from like 12 years old. You know what I mean? I was having some problems at school, so I learned to box and then the problems went away. But naturally, boxing taught me that doing the hard thing. We used to have like a Saturday session early in the morning. On a Saturday morning, it was so hard to get up on that Saturday morning and go to that session at 10 a.m, 10 till 12, yeah, and box and do that hard work, pushing your body to the peak. It was so hard doing those things, but the more we did it, the more we got used to it. And when you come out there at 12 o'clock and you feel like, yeah, like when you go home, you're just like, wow, like in the morning time, People will just be waking up, but you've gone and had a good workout. That's why people work out in the morning. But I was doing this from young. I learned the value of hard work. I learned the art of hard work from 13, 14, 12. Yeah. And that's why I am the way I am now. You know what I mean? That's why I am where I am now, furthermore. Because I understood from young, you have to jug in here. You have to jug in this world. This world is a movie. We're just passing by. Yeah? It's after we die. That's when the real life starts. You feel me? But while we're here, jug with your walk with God, with work, with college, with school, everything. Jug. Don't do nothing half-hearted. Don't do nothing half-hearted. The only thing that, when you do all of these things, everything you want comes towards you. Your money comes towards you. The girls come to you. The internal happiness comes to you when you're genuinely grinding on yourself, trying to give yourself a better life. Because me, I'm trying to not just do it for myself. I'm trying to do it for the people around me. I want to inspire my younger cousins, my younger brother coming up. I want to be someone that they could look at and be like, I want to be like him. I want to be like Malachi. Even my dad, that's someone that I look up to. That's someone I want to be like. And he works hard. He grinds hard. He goes hard. And not only does he go hard, but there's been situations where he's been a man in it. And I respect that. You know what I mean? You have to be a man that keeps it 100, doesn't fold under pressure, keeps it together in situations. God forbid, but let's take it here. Even if you go to prison, bro, what are you going to do? What side of the coin are you going to be on? Are you going to stand your ground? Or are you going to be cleaning someone's cell? It's up to you. You know what I mean? But it's about courage. I even told my little brother this last week. Bro, the first thing you have to be is brave. Yeah? I told him the story about David and Goliath even. And I said the only reason David came out of that situation a king is because he was brave. When everyone else was coward, he was brave. He didn't turn back and run. He was brave the whole time. And that's what you got to understand in this world. Anything that anyone wants, you just have to be brave. You can have any girl you want if you're brave enough to approach it. You'll only get the girls you're brave enough to approach. Driving, you have to be brave enough to go take that test. Boxing, you have to be brave enough to jump in a ring and have a fight. Yeah, 99% of men aren't on that level. They're not on that, bro. They're not on that. Yeah, you have to be brave and turn up to the interview on time and perform. You have to be brave enough to stand in front of customers and make money. You have to be, but most people aren't that brave, so they'll rather take the easy ways out, start doing fraud and scamming people and all of these fucked up things, effed up things there. Yeah, that stuff's not wavy. That stuff's not what you want to be doing. Make sure you do it the right way. Take the long way. Even if it costs you more money, more time, at least you did it the right way. At least you can go to sleep that night. Pardon me. At least you can go to sleep at night feeling like a man because you did the right thing. And that's what life's all about. You feel me? A lot of the time we can take shortcuts and get what we want right now, but no, it's not about that. Yeah, we don't settle for the mediocre things. That's what little boys do. Yeah, but over here on this channel, Action Talk, we're action men and we take action. Yeah, that's what we do. That's even going to be the motto of the whole channel now. Action men, that's what we do. We take action. That's it, man. You feel me? But boxing was the one thing that showed man about grind. That showed man about jog fully. Like, yeah, I mean, from young. All of my friends from young, militant. My friends was having fights at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I was scared to do it. I'm not going to lie. I only had my first fight 4 months ago. I had my first fight. Because I was shook as sheesh to do that. Bro, hopping in the ring in front of everyone and you'll have to fight someone. Yeah, that's bigger than you. Me, I'm for my age, for my weight, I'm quite small. So, like, don't get me wrong, like, I've got some, yeah, but I mean, I'm short. I'm not short of you, but I'm shorter than a lot of people. Well, no, I'm not even. Man's 5'10", innit? But anyways, you just have to be brave. That's really what it is. But a lot of men aren't brave, so they'll rather just smoke weed instead of coping with the situation. They'll rather just give all their energy to girls. They'll rather just take the bus or just whatever it is, waste their money, splash this on this and da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's not the way to go. It's not. Be brave. Be a man. And sort your life out. Face your life. That's what you need to do. Face your life like a man. A lot of people can't do that. It takes a very small percentage, but that's the difference. That's how you know you're hungry. If you're hungry, you're taking risks out here. And that's why what was the channel called before? Even if you look on my Instagram, it says take that risk. Taking a risk isn't just trapping or a bit of scamming or a bit of quick money. That's not risk. Yeah. Risk is being scared, bro, and still doing what you need to do. That's risk. Risk is being in the ring. Risk is getting in the ring with someone you don't know. Risk is looking for or applying for opportunities that feel a bit too big for you. Risk is going up to that girl that seems a bit, well, way out of your league, but you like her and you feel like, and you have enough confidence in your chest to actually, no, you don't even have the confidence, but you still say, fuck it, get rejected or not, I'm still going to put myself through that pain, or pain, not even pain, but I'm still going to take the risk, you know what I mean? It's all about risk. Risk isn't about the things you think it is. Risk isn't hoping I don't get caught or just doing slimy shit. That's not risk, bro. That's just slimy shit, you feel me? That's little boy shit. But I need to stop swearing. But yeah, man, risk is about trying to better your life when all the odds are stacked against you. That's risk right there. You feel me? No risk, no reward. Take that risk. Yeah, but we're action men. We take action, and that's what we do. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Make sure to comment down below what you thought of the video if you're new. My name is Ems. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. That's all in the description. You guys take action. Feel me?